108. Past perfect.
of source, howtostudykorean.com.
Below is a list of vocabularies to be used in this lesson. Nouns.
여유가 있다 없다.
Means sufficient time space.
지름,
Means diameter.
지름길,
Means shortcut.
시장,
Means mayor.
흉터,
Means scar.
부디퀄,
Means paintbrush.
사기,
Means fraud.
사기꾼,
Means swindler fraudman.
초보,
Means beginning, beginner.
초보자,
Means beginner, specifically a person.
연꽃,
Means lily pad lotus flower.
풍경,
Means landscape.
표준,
Means standard.
불꽃,
Means flame flare blaze.
불꽃놀이,
Means fireworks.
애교,
Means charm.
제도,
Means system, electoral, educational, etc.
연금,
Means pension.
멸치,
Means anchovy, verbs.
존재하다,
Means exist existence.
아첨하다 봤다,
Means flatter.
유혹하다,
Means temptation.
녹음하다,
Means recording audio.
공격하다,
Means attack offense.
수비하다,
Means defense defend. Adjectives.
침묵하다,
Means silent silence.
즐기다,
Means tough leathery, meat.
알뜰하다,
Means to be frugal, thrifty. Adverbs.
정작,
Means actually really.
아예,
Means similar to.
전혀 introduction.
In this lesson, you will learn the meaning of a grammatical principle that, by this point, you have probably noticed a few times in your Korean studies. Have you ever seen words in the past tense conjugated with an additional?
of,
As in,
했었다,
instead of.
했다,
In this lesson, we will look at the meaning of this additional.
of,
Let's get started. Full stop. Full stop. The past perfect.
of,
There has probably been many times where you have noticed this additional.
of,
In a verb adjective conjugated in the past tense. By now, you have undoubtedly become familiar with the usage and meaning of a simple past tense conjugation. For example,
제가 고등학생이었을 때 아주 뚱뚱했어요.
when I was in high school, I was very fat.
사람들이 그 학교가 나쁘다고 했어요.
People said that school is bad.
일본은 전쟁에서 한국을 공격했어요.
Japan attacked Korea in the war.
저는 수업이 매우 재미있다고 매일 선생님께 아부했어요.
I flattered my teacher every day by telling him his class was fun.
아첨하다,
Is an older way to say,
아부하다, 저는 서울에 갔어요.
I went to Seoul. The purpose of adding an additional
of,
to these past tense conjugations is to indicate that that action has since finished and is no longer occurring in the present. Note that in most situations, when something is conjugated into the past tense, the regular past tense is in the examples above. This could be the case as well. For example, if we look at the first sentence above.
제가 고등학생이었을 때 아주 뚱뚱했어요.
When I was in high school, I was very fat. In this sentence, the speaker is indicating that she was fat. Just by the context of the sentence, it can probably be assumed that the speaker is no longer fat. However, this meaning is not specifically indicated and it is only implied from the situation in the sentence. Therefore, the person could technically still be fat, but there is no way of knowing from this one sentence. You would have to know by either looking at the person or by hearing more information. The same could be said for the next sentence as well.
사람들이 그 학교가 나쁘다고 했어요.
People said that school is bad. In this sentence, the speaker is indicating that other people said the school was bad. Just by looking at the one sentence and being given no other information, it is possible that people still say the school is bad, or it could be possible that they no longer say the school is bad. The only information that is given is the fact that people in the past said the school was bad, and we can't make any assumptions regarding the present tense without more information. The purpose of adding the additional
of
to a past tense conjugation is to eliminate this ambiguity. For example,
제가 고등학생이었을 때 아주 뚱뚱했었어요.
when I was in high school, I was very fat, and I am no longer fat now. In this sentence, The use of
of
is to indicate that, whatever the situation was in the past, it is not continuing to the future. People with knowledge of English grammar or grammar in general often call this the past perfect tense, which is simply a fancy name for a sentence that describes that something happened in the past and is no longer happening in the present, compared to the past tense, where it is ambiguous as to whether the action has continued to the present tense. Other examples.
사람들이 그 학교가 나쁘다고 했었어요.
People said that school is bad, but they no longer do.
일본은 전쟁에서 한국을 공격했었어요.
Japan attacked Korea in the war, but not anymore.
저는 수업이 매우 재미있다고 매일 선생님께 아부했었어요.
I flattered my teacher every day, but now I'm finished school so I don't do that anymore. This grammatical principle is often added to
갔다.
as well, to indicate that one went somewhere and has since returned, when the speaker is the subject, the person who went. In a sentence like this, the meaning is essentially the same regardless of if you use
of
or not. For example,
저는 서울에 갔어요.
I went to Seoul, and it would be obviously assumed from the situation that you are no longer in Seoul.
저는 서울에 갔었어요.
I went to Seoul, and it is stated that you are no longer in Seoul.
저는 캐나다에 갔어요.
I went to Canada.
저는 캐나다에 갔었어요.
I went to Canada, and I returned. If the speaker is not the subject of the sentence, the effect of is more apparent. For example,
아빠가 서울에 갔어요.
Dad went to Seoul, and it is ambiguous if he is still there or not.
아빠가 서울에 갔었어요.
Dad went to Seoul, and he has come back. It's really not that hard of a grammatical principle, especially because it almost means the same thing as a simple past tense conjugation. The only difference that it is specifically indicated that the action is not continuing to the present. One way of conjugating this into English is to use the word had. For example,
사람들이 그 학교가 나쁘다고 했었어요.
people had said that school is bad.
일본은 전쟁에서 한국을 공격했었어요.
Japan had attacked Korea in the war.
저는 수업이 매우 재미있다고 매일 선생님께 아부했었어요.
I had flattered my teacher every day. Other examples from the book I am currently reading.
그는 그때 너무 어렸고 다른 여자들을 만나 본 적이 없었기 때문에 그녀가 좋은 여자라는 사실을 깨닫지 못했었다.
He was too young at that time, and because he didn't have the experience of meeting other girls, he hadn't realized that she was a good girl.
그 남자는 한때 그녀를 잠깐 사랑했었다.
That man had once loved her for a short period. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to make a post on our forum. That's it for this lesson. For more info, please visit howtostudiokorean.com.